Green Zones Max, and we're back, and somebody else isn't. The gift is apparently no longer giving anymore. Somebody sent me an email and said it looks like Bryan was kicked off because his page is off of Patreon, and sure enough, I go up here to patreon.com/husky394xp. This page has been removed. So I think maybe Bryan got himself in trouble with Patreon. You know, man, that's what happens. And I'm sure I'm going to get the blame for this, and Ed's going to get the blame that, oh, I'm just after this guy. Ed said he never reported any of your stuff. And I reported the one that was on me. Somebody else had taken the one that was public, because by the time I was finished watching that video and I made a little bit of commentary on it, it was already taken off. But then somebody told me it was still on his private Patreon page, and I did report that video. And of course I made my own videos on the ones where he's doxing another guy who wants a refund after donating to his ministry through PayPal. And he put the guy's information up there. I guess Patreon does not approve of stuff like that. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I don't think that he would have removed his own Patreon account. I think he would have mentioned something about that. And I double checked to make sure Patreon wasn't having problems. My channel is fine and up, and if I refresh, yeah, all of my stuff is up. So it's not a Patreon thing. It's definitely there's something going on with good old Husky. The gift can't give anymore. You can't give any more nonsense. Look at this. I didn't actually watch this video, but yet another argument which one of my viewers gave me that proves the concept of three separate persons in the Trinity is a bunch of pagan nonsense. Okay, that's your opinion. That's your opinion, but there's a lot of people who disagree with you on that. So, I don't know what happened with his channel, his Patreon page. I know what happened with his YouTube channel. Everybody's flagging his videos because you can't do that stuff, man. You can't come out and put people's personal information on the internet. Not in a public format, especially when you're entrusted. You're entrusted with these people donate to you, so that's why you have their information. You don't turn around and put that on the internet for any reason, even if you're really mad at that person. There's no reason. The only time that you can use people's names and who they are is when they actually have already given that information out. Okay? So hopefully, I don't wish any harm to Bryan. I hope he does really well. But like I said, when you do things that go against the law, you got to expect to have consequences. And it looks like you got some consequences here. You got some consequences. Page has been removed. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back in like a week or something like that after whatever happened to his page. Whoever reported this guy, whatever happened to him, he'll probably fight it and get partially put back up. But this is what happens. This is what happens when you go out and you think that you're Paul the Apostle who can do no wrong. This is what happens. You get yourself into trouble. So, that's about what I have to say on that. And, yeah. My page is still running. Probably because I didn't dox anybody on here. Yeah, probably. Could be. Don't know, man. Don't know. Like I said, I did not report him on anything other than that one video where he releases my private info. And that's a YouTube thing. That has nothing to do with Patreon. So yeah, the gift is no longer giving. I'm sure the next few days are going to be interesting on the internet between all of our channels. And we'll see what he has to say. Because he's going to have a video and it's going to be, Ed Feniger and his lackeys are coming after me and they had my Patreon taken down and yeah, it's what it's going to be. You already know that's what it's going to be. And I can tell you right now, I know a couple of people who have reported him for things that weren't myself. but they had mentioned it because of some of the things that he said on his Patreon. These are his own supporters that are like, hold on a second. You can't do that. They're reporting it. They're his Patreons. I am not his Patreon. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what you get, man. That's what you get. Good luck on your 160 acres and your rusty truck and your tiny house. And, you know, with that, I think we will be out of here. But I bet my Patreon page is going to be here tomorrow. I bet it is. Yeah. With that, we're out of here.